Your Excellency, when you are done, you will help us unveil the book.
Thank you.
So,
I'm also going to buy the book. I forgot to mention.
thank you very much.
So we have to bring His Royal Majesty, our own prayer father, my friend Professor Bako. Let me stand on all due and existing protocols and join all others in saying congrats to Professor Bako for putting up this book that we're launching today. When I came in and listened to what Professor Bako was saying, it's something he has always said. And it's one thing that everybody who share and understand global development will tell you about. Nigeria, Africa is not a poor, Nigeria is not a poor country. Africa is not a poor continent. It's a very rich continent. Nigeria is a very rich country. Fortunately, has become capital of poverty. It's a big irony that a continent like Africa, second biggest continent in size, second biggest continent in population, with all the young productive age that will drive the world, has become capital of poverty in the world. And when I listen to the resources, and what he concluded and said, they are going to negotiate. What is the Ogoni people going to negotiate? The government should be thanking them for coming up with an idea that will turn around the place. You don't need to negotiate. You don't negotiate what you have. I've said it. It's not just Ogoni, the entire Niger Delta deserves apology for wasting their resources and wasting everybody's time. The entire country is rich. I'm not talking about just natural resources. We have it everywhere. Even those who don't have all it takes. We have empty land, all cultivated. Forget about what is underground. Today, little tiny country like Netherlands is with water is 41,000 square kilometers of land. Without water, it's 33,000. Every year, they export agricultural products or related 120 billion euros, about $130-something billion, more than 3 times what we earn from oil. They are just 33,000. We have our biggest state today, Niger State, with fertile land, with everything, is 76.3 thousand. It's 2.5 times the size of Netherlands. I'm not talking about what is under. The land is there. It can make all the change. So we have everything. God gave it us for free. Tiny countries like Israel is feeding themselves and exporting agricultural products. Israel is just 22,000 square kilometers. Sambisa forest area that is giving us problems, 60,000. That's 3 times the size of Israel. We're wasting everybody's time here. And we must dismantle it and make it work for our children. We can't go on this way where we are being, our resources, our country is being mismanaged by incompetence. People who lack capacity and compassion. All of us, this is not just pointing the finger to anybody. All of us need to recheck what we're doing. This soil, this areas and everything, if you go to Niger Delta today, The land is destroyed. They have nothing to show for that destruction. And nobody's appealing with them, and they're talking about negotiation. Negotiate what? When the whole place is filled with this. We can't cultivate rice just to feed. They say price of rice, this and everything. Third world countries like Bangladesh is today producing 10 times the amount of rice Nigeria produces. Bangladesh. The entire Bangladesh is 148,600 square kilometers. That is the size of our two biggest states. Niger at 76.3 and Borno at 70.8 is almost 148,000. And Bangladesh is producing 50 to 60 million tons of rice, and we can produce 10% of that. Go to Sierra Leone, go to Ethiopia. They are living off tea. They are living off coffee. You can grow that in Mandela. We have Taraba, 54 point something thousand square kilometers of land. With all that, we're not getting anything. So what went wrong here? Why are we wasting everybody and hurting our young people? Yes, there's criminality in the north. There's criminality everywhere. But my dear, it is mass poverty. The more you put people out of poverty, the more you reduce criminality. It's natural way of fighting it. And what we have it here, it is there. God gave it for free. We have talented young people who have the drive. But people like me, in elite conspiracy, have refused the country to move. They're not talking about religion. They're talking about tribe, talking about nonsense. Is there any tribe that buys bread cheaper in this country? Is there any religion that buys food cheaper? So why is all this? It is time to dismantle this criminality and get the country to work for everybody. And that's what we're saying every day. Let those who have oil, we will help them restructure it. Like he said, tax them appropriately. Let people keep what they have. We organize the country. Even if we're not going to do it tomorrow, let's plan it for tomorrow. In order to get the place to work and be productive. Like you mentioned, Singapore didn't have anything. They offer service. And today, they have all it takes. They don't even have land. They don't even have land. To expand their port now, they're trying to expand their port because there's no way they can expand the port. You know what Singapore is doing now? They are borrowing huge money to do their new port under the sea. Because that's where they can find space. Meanwhile, we're sitting here talking about election. We're voted for, we're not voted for. Carrying talks, breaking people's head, paying price, doing this, wasting everybody's time. Our children can't live with this. It's totally unacceptable. And the young ones, you should be thanking people like back home. Your Majesty, I know you desire negotiation. We have passed that stage. It should be begging you because they reaped what you have. It was destroyed. They should be the one coming to you to say, we are sorry. Not the other way around. And I've said it. We're going to apologize to the children of this country. We're going to apologize to everybody. If I have opportunity, I will apologize to everybody for having wasted their time. In a country where everything is there. I had an opportunity as I conclude. I was just talking to a general, a retired general. I came from his house to here. I said, sir, I read a book, Growing Apart, by Professor Louis of John Hopkins. It's a book about Indonesia and Nigeria. How two countries where Nigeria have more resources, grew this way. And that took me to go to Indonesia early this year, met from the ministers to the president to discuss that. They won't come and listen to you. You're talking about taking it to government. They won't read it. That's why they're not here. Every other place, they would have been here. James Robinson wrote Why Nations Fail. James Robinson was given Nobel Peace Prize for economics last year. James Robinson said so many countries know what to do to be prosperous and refuse to do it. Example of such nation is Nigeria. He said it openly, but nobody listens. Nobody learns, because it's a country of the unlearned. It's a country where those who are incapable of learning have become teachers and destroying the country. We must take back this country and rebuild it for our children. Bako, thank you for your book. We will continue to celebrate you. Thank you for listening, for coming to be part of this launch. But know that you must be part of this vanguard. It is not about who is president. I'm not desperate to be president. I'm desperate to see Nigeria work for our children. God bless you.
Please, another round of applause. Right. Why Nations Fail. James Robinson.
MC, I'm sorry. I have to take a picture.